Welcome to Own Your Image with Dr. Fungai Mbuse, where we try to transform individuals to become better people in terms of culture change, reputation management, grooming, deportment, etiquette, and so many other issues that are happening in our societies and communities. And today we are discussing one of the issues that has remained silent in the communities, but people talk about those issues, the stigmatization attached to hairstyles. And to discuss this wonderful topic, I've got two beautiful, amazing women in the studio. Kay Terera, who is a presenter and producer of Crowned by Nature. Welcome, Kay, and thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fungai.
And I've got Pauline, aspiring psychologist, who believes in treated or processed hair. Welcome, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Dr. Fungai. Thank you for
Ladies,
having me.
if I look at you, you look amazing. You look beautiful in the natural and in the processed hair. I want to understand your take on that. Let's start with you, Kay.
Well, Doc, the way I see it, one of the easiest ways to brand yourself is by dealing with your hair. You can brand yourself in so many different ways. And the way that your hair looks projects something about your brand. So for me, the way I see it, I'm very proud to be who I am. And I express that pride through my natural hair. The way that God made me was perfect. The way the hair grows out of my hair is perfect. And I see my hair as my crown. As a matter of fact, I think my hair is miraculous because who else's hair can shrink right up when you put some water on it?
Wow.
Nobody else.
Wow.
So, we've talked about miracle babies, miracle money, but I've got miracle hair.
Okay, that's beautiful. But what's wrong with this? With processed hair or weaves or straight weaves like I look?
Well, you're kind of going against nature, in effect, aren't
How?
you? Because the way your hair grows is kinky and curly, but now you've decided to do your own thing, to go against the way that it comes out of your scalp naturally. So to me, there's a bit of a conflict. Are you proud of your hair the way it is?
Okay, let's allow Pauline to answer that from a psychological point of view and from a point of view of someone who likes treating your hair. What do you think? Do you believe in what Kay is saying?
Thank you, Dr. Fungai. And Kay, your hair looks amazing.
Thank you.
I
So does
love
yours, by
it.
the way.
Thank you. And I have to say, my daughter has natural hair. And I encourage her to keep it that way, and then she can decide for herself when she gets older if she wants to keep it that way or if she wants to treat it with chemicals. For me, the decision to treat it with chemicals was more about easy management, because natural hair tends to be really easy to comb. It's really difficult to comb and really difficult to style. So my decision to just put chemical in it was to just run a comb through it and, this way, that way, and I'm gone. I'm ready for the day.
Which brings me to a very interesting question again. You say your daughter has got natural hair, and this gives you ease management. How about your hair? How about your daughter's hair?
Okay, good question. Now, because she's still in school, she really doesn't have any time to be doing her hair, fixing it anyway. So I normally just have it braided or have cornrows in it, and she's good like that for 2 weeks or even a month. And that also lessens the time that she has to prepare for going to school.
Okay, let me come back to you, Kay.
Yes.
You said that our hair has got a curly
Pattern, yes.
Yes.
That's
And
right.
what's the impact or the effects of destroying that Pauline is doing?
Well, there have been several health issues that have come up from chemically treated hair. So there's a concern when it comes to that. But you find that whenever you treat yourself, just yourself as a person, the way that you are in a natural state, you tend to do better. So, you can even extend it to the natural food movement. If you eat natural food, you're going to thrive. So the same applies to what you apply on your body, what you apply on your hair. So natural equals better.
Okay, and my follow-up question is that, say you're going to an interview, can you go
Yes.
like that?
Why not? I'm lucky to be in a creative profession where expressing yourself is celebrated. So if I came to an interview looking like this, I think they would really appreciate that. But not only that, even if I was interviewing for a corporate job, I'd probably be able to slick my hair down, maybe hide away a little bit of the personality per se, and put it in a really professional kind of look and it would really work for an interview as well.
Okay, what happens if I just give you like a wig, the one I'm wearing, and just throw it to you for one day?
Not happening, Doc. That's not happening.
Pauline, what do you think?
I think as women, we need to be versatile. And Kay, I don't see any reason why, you can change your look from day to day. Be a chameleon. Have fun. You're young. You're vibrant. Have fun with it. And you never know until you try. So, try for a day. You'll be amazed. And just to add on to that, wearing weaves and wearing even hair extensions, they're a good way to protect your natural hair. Your hair gets to rest while you do all the processing. You put all the heat on that protective hairstyle that you've got. So even when you have natural hair, it also needs a break from all the harsh chemicals of shampoos and conditioners. So having a protective hairstyle is also another way to maintain even your natural hair.
Interesting. Dear viewers, I'm sure you have heard it for the ladies, but I've got last question. Let's take men into this discussion. Would you have, say, a husband with hair like yours, Kay? Or say a CEO of an organization coming for a meeting with a hairstyle like yours, Afro natural?
Absolutely. I welcome it. I mean, right now, alongside the natural hair movement, we've got the beard movement as well, meaning that men are also feeling free to use their hair to express themselves. So why not?
And Pauline?
I think generally society has made it easy for men to maintain natural hair. So most men will not chemically treat their hair. They will maintain it in a natural state.
Thank you very much, ladies, for coming to Own Your Image with Dr. Fungai Mbuse. And of course, let's hear what the men say after the break. Please join us after the break. Welcome to the second segment of Own Your Image with Dr. Fungai Mbuse, where we are talking about the stigmatization that has been attached to various hairstyles. I'm joined by Tawanda Madzara, Michael, who is the CEO of eCrade Group, who runs events, project management of events. And Tawanda, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Doc.
Tawanda, the issue that we are talking today, we want to hear your opinion as a man. You run events, you socialize, you have been a model. I know you do quite a lot. I want to hear your opinion with regards to the women's hair. Would you go for the natural hairstyles or the artificial?
Thank you, Doc. This is a very interesting question that you just posed. Because, really, it is what shows outward that reflects what's inside.
What do you mean by that?
It's not really about your hairstyle that will attract me as a man to you. That's one thing for a fact. You can be bold, just like me right here. Okay. Yeah, or you can.
That's interesting, eh?
Or you can put on a wig. Are you putting on a wig right now?
Let me leave that. But
Yeah.
it's of course it's artificial.
Or you can have your own natural hair and still look attractive, because at the end of the day, as a man, it's men are attracted by what they see, really.
Okay.
So if I like how you look, depending on how you styled yourself, then I'm attracted to you. So there's really, there's no yes or no to such a question. You can put on a wig and look good. You can be bold and look good. You can have your natural hair and look good. At the end of the day, what's important is to identify what makes you good, what makes you look good, because it is what reflects outside, which then reflects what's inside.
All right. Tawanda, I've met guys who maybe they are about to...
Do you mind if I put on my cap?
Please put on your cape.
Yeah.
Yes. I've met guys who, suppose they are ready to introduce their girlfriends to their parents. Maybe the girl doesn't have hair and they worry about that, and they encourage the guy, the lady, to buy maybe a wig. Isn't that lack of confidence on your part as a man, that my lady or my girlfriend is bald? should I take her to my parents like this?
Yeah, that's a very interesting aspect that you're bringing out again, Doc. For starters, my aunts, I would never take my girlfriend with a weave to my aunts. She must be in her natural look because that's how my aunts are. That's how my family is. It's a societal issue that you just brought up. Nowadays there's this lobola thing that is going on where now you have to really dress up and you have to put on a wig, you have to really dress up like it's a wedding when it's lobola. It's a societal issue. It differs family to family. There are families who accept whether you put on a wig, you put on a weave, whether it's natural hair, it's not natural. It's really societal. But if you're talking about me, my personal family, they would go for the natural because societal generally is judgmental. That's how it is. They look at you, they look at how you're dressed, they look at your nails, your makeup. They predominantly judge you.
All right.
Yeah.
So I would also want to hear from you. I've had ladies who sometimes say, I want to go natural, and they see maybe the husband is again dating someone with long hair who looks like Beyonce, and now this woman is left with a question, maybe because it's my hair, it's my makeup, because as women we are worried about what really makes men happy with regards to hair or makeup. But today we're just narrowing it down on the issue of hairstyles.
Okay. Are you talking about slay queens?
They are part of that.
Maybe let me just tell you a brief story of what actually happened.
Yes, tell me the story.
4.5 years back, I met a girl, I liked her, we clicked, we connected, but I just did not like how she used to do her hair. I did not like how she used to dress.
Was it natural?
Yeah, it was natural, semi-natural, because braids are not natural, are they?
Mm-hmm. They're not.
Yeah. So instead of me telling her what not to wear and what to wear, what not to put on and what to put on, I ordered weaves straight from China. 24-inch. Yeah, I was like, babes. There you go. Try it out. It's like, this is not my style, blah, 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 etc., etc. She tried it out, and guess what? She sent me over 30 selfies. She thought she was looking nice, in the new look.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really not about, okay, yeah, you can say, what do you like? What do you prefer as a man? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's about how you put it across. If there's that woman that you like, yes. A lot of men, they go for long weaves, wigs, and whatnot, etc., etc. And then there's some also that are quite, I would say, conservative. Mm-hmm. They would go for the natural. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you must know what your man likes. You must know what your boyfriend likes. You must know what your husband likes. Okay. Yeah, because then you don't want your husband or your boyfriend to go next door, do you?
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
So identify what your boyfriend, your spouse, your husband likes, and just stick to that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So what I hear from you, you're basically saying there should be a conversation between you and your husband or your spouse. Let's talk about the person who is single. They're not married, they're not doing it for anyone else. What advice can you give to women?
Well, be yourself, be confident, be inspired, be aspired. Above all, it is what you believe in. When you truly believe in yourself, that it then reflects outward, that the right person will identify you.
Thank you very much, Tawanda Michael Madzara, for coming. There you have it. Join me after the break. Welcome back to Own Your Image with Dr. Mbuse, where we are talking about the stigmatization attached to hairstyles in the communities or societies. It could be at church or work. And I'm joined by Sibusisiwe Chibaya, who is an HR expert for over 18 years. She has been involved in the setting up of dress codes and want to find out what she thinks with regards to the topic. Welcome, Sibusisiwe, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Dr. Mbuse, for having me.
Yes. So, Sibusisiwe, tell me your opinion as an HR expert. You have been in the industry for a long time. You have been working with people. How has been hair viewed in the workplace?
Well, largely, hair is associated with credibility and respect that goes with a potential employee. So for every employer, the very moment they connect with a potential employee, they are not only looking at the hair, they are touching the hair and ensuring that it complements the wardrobe, it complements the makeup, and there's already a psychological relationship or movement that's happening in the mind of a potential employer, because they are wanting to see if there's a fit between the person and the organization. So the way someone sells themselves to the organization in terms of how they look from head to toe does give that impression to say, well, would they make the next best employee for the organization, and would the employer remain credible to society as this new person is coming in to take shape and merge with everyone else in the organization. So there's an issue of person and organization fit, and at the end of the day, what we talk about is the culture fit.
Okay.
Yes.
So allow me to use you as an example. I can see you've got dreadlocks. And our society, especially the African bosses, or in fact the leaders or executives in organizations, they don't really have a place for someone with dreadlocks. And I also see you're not even wearing makeup. So what's your take, or what's your advice as an HR expert?
Well, there are stereotypes in society, isn't it? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stigmatization that goes with someone being themselves and presenting themselves in their natural outlook. So for example, you've used myself to say I don't have makeup. There are reasons why I wouldn't wear makeup. I've got medical reasons for that. It's an issue of allergies that I have every time I try to apply makeup. So it means I have to be happy in my natural self and adjust and love myself like that. And to my employer, I believe the way I presented myself showed that I'm genuine. I'm coming in as a product that believes in itself, so I sell. And selling myself then presents itself in the way I become productive in the workplace. The output is not only just my hair or the way I look, but the results to the employer. At the end of the day, the employer generally is interested in the bottom line, what comes into the workplace.
All right. Yes. Thank you very much. Now let's look at an HR expert or an HR manager who has got, or who stigmatizes some people with natural hair. And maybe 2 years later, someone comes in for an interview. Already they've got a perception and they've got a position on that. So what do you think should be done in the industry, especially in the workplace?
I believe that the way that HR manager that you're talking about is shaped, we have to go back and trace where they're coming from. So there's an aspect of socialization to say the issues of race, the issues of religion, the issues of politics, the issues of beliefs, they do shape someone's opinions and perceptions of others. Well, now when you come into the corporate world, you're going to meet people from diverse backgrounds. True. And the issue of diversity management is now topical in the world of work and globally. So when someone comes into the workplace and they are in the position or place of being a human capital manager, they need to understand the implications and the meaning of diversity management. So when we look at the world today, we are dealing with millennials. Those are young people who are geeks, who are excited about life, the way they dress, their hair. Mm-hmm. You cannot progress as an employer if you are deep-seated in your beliefs, mm-hmm. and you are locked in there and you don't want to open up. Otherwise, you will miss the next best person for the organization. So there is a need for a reorientation of the manager or the employer so that they open up to the new world that we live in. We are in a digital world. People are connected. There are no more borders. So the young and the fruitful and the energetic are open to a diverse world. So we need to relax as employers and say, what is it that we really want? I know industries are different. I know beliefs and other aspects of life are different. But at the end of the day, what is it that you want to deliver as an output to your clients? And I understand that within the workplace, there are various jobs and titles, and there are front office people. So as an employer, when you are drafting your corporate policy, you are now asking yourself, what is the image that I want to portray to my potential clients? Therefore, you decide front desk, back end, in the middle, who is there. At the end of the day, what you want are results, and results don't lie.
Thank you very much. I wanted to interrupt you, and I just want you, as you're talking, I'm imagining a graphic designer within a big corporate with 100 lines, freehand, and my perception through the experience that I have is that a lot of people don't really take that. But like you have said, that an HR person must really be very creative in terms of crafting that policy. So what can be done by people out there in the event that the HR people are very laid back and these youngsters, the millennials, are coming up, they are creative, they are vibrant, very innovative? What advice should you give to the people out there?
So I believe that for a serious human capital manager, they need to understand the capital within their title. To say, if you are a capital person, you are looking at the financial aspects of people. So as you recruit people and place them and select them into your organization, what are you doing? You are not only partnering with your employer as a strategy expert, as an administration expert, you are also bringing in the change aspect. And the change aspect should be deep-seated into the curricula where you're coming in from, and you're supposed to add value to the business. And as you are doing that, you need to be alive to the laws that exist within your country and the policies and procedures that are there. When I'm talking about the laws in the country, I'll give an example of Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, the constitution, which is the supreme law of the land, emphasizes the need for freedom of conscience. What is freedom of conscience? You want people to be free to exercise their beliefs and practice them. But at the same time, the same constitution also allows freedom of expression. So your hair can be a form of expressing yourself. And the employer has got freedom of association, so they can choose whether or not to bring you into their workplace.
Thank you very much, Sibusisiwe Chibaya. We really appreciate coming to the show to share with us your knowledge in terms of hair. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
There you have it, stigmatization attached to hairstyle. You have heard it. Some believe that natural hair is always the best, and some are of the opinion that you need to process and style your hair. The men think that you need to be confident, you need to be bold. As Dr. Fungai Mbuse, my advice is always, remember, you need to be proud in yourself. If you are in a corporate setup, comply with the expected standards in that environment. Let's not judge a book by its cover. Give someone the platform to be themselves, and let's be diverse. Let's understand each other. Let's engage in the conversations. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Own Your Image with Dr. Fungai Mbuse. Would like to hear what you think with regards to the show. For me, own your image and confidence is key to success. See you next time.
Own your image.